how exciting is this to be reunited? What does this feel like?
It's really exciting. We were just talking the other day and I was like, gosh, like, you know, just moments like this happen so fast, like even Dancing with the Stars, like, and I remember when we first started, even Mark was like, it's gonna feel like that, and it felt like that. So the fact that like we get to prolong that journey together, like for me, I'm really excited.
Yeah, same. Like we just hit it off, became buddies, and it's the same thing I was thinking about the other day. It felt like yesterday we were here rehearsing your tango in Soho, like, and now, you know, it just went so fast. But getting to do this together is just going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
The characters, how do you relate to these roles now? When you sit and look at them, you laugh. Tell me.
It's just very us. It's hilarious.
It is. Even like the fights that they have.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hilarious. At least for me with Roxie, I feel like she's very much of a character that just knows what she wants, and she just doesn't have any shame in stating what she wants. Like, she wants the spotlight, she wants to be a star, and she wants to dance in vaudeville, and I can relate with that. Yeah, she's a bit sass too. I can relate with her on that.
Does she have any of Roxie in her? Any of the sass?
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Well, you have the razzle dazzle, so it's okay.
Yes,
it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been a big fan of the show, both of you? I feel like everybody is, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a full circle moment for me. I went to musical theater college in the UK. Theater has always been in my, you know, in my world, and it's kind of what started me in the entertainment industry. And when I graduated from theater school, I was 19, and one of the first shows I tried out for was for Chicago, and it was for the ensemble, the male ensemble. I got right down to the end and ended up not booking the gig. I was 19, I was auditioning, I was out there in the streets, you know, like getting there, doing these auditions, and you know, it was like learning to pay your dues and you know, learning how to take rejection and learning to get back up and try again. And now 20 years later, I'm coming back to Chicago as Billy Flynn, you know, and now this is my third Broadway show. So this is a full circle moment for me. I grew up loving this music and learning this music and spending time with this music.
So the first time I was introduced to Chicago was the movie, but then seeing it on Broadway, I mean, that's just a completely different story. When I went and saw it for the first time, I saw Kate Baldwin, and I was watching it, I was just like, there's just no way. Because it was just incredible. And the community with that show, the cast, the management, production, like, they helped me gain that confidence to go and just do it, because it's kind of just what you have to do. Like, I felt that way. I was like, I just have to do it. You know, when people believe in you in that setting, I started to believe more in myself, and it's like, if you just sing it with confidence, if you just do it with confidence, then the audience is gonna feel that, and then you just keep going. And it's crazy to see, and I'm sure you can even, from the first show that you saw of me, and then from the 20 shows later that you went to, there's been a difference.
Well, we also, like, as we're friends and like really good friends first, right? But I was also her coach and choreographer on Dancing with the Stars, so we also have that relationship. And I remember when she was going into, we talk all the time on the phone and kind of getting ready to...
No, I swear to God, because I'm so happy you didn't tell me you were there the first time you saw it.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell her I came. I didn't tell her I came. I just showed up.
Because you'd be freaked out?
1,000%. 1,000%.
I sent her a picture in the intermission of just the Chicago sign, because I sat at the soundboard because I was already learning the show, and she didn't know I was coming. I was like, killing it, kid. But she didn't see it till the end,
I didn't see it, well, because when I saw you is when you came backstage, and I was like, what the
I was like,
are you doing here?
But like, honestly, I think what was great about our time together on the show was that because we became so close, we could be so openly honest about what we wanted in our routines, what we should be feeling. Like, if there was something that wasn't working, we could change it on a dime. We have that rapport here too. And as someone that watched her grow in Dancing with the Stars and put all this pizzazz into her performances, watching, I was super proud. She killed it. I was blown away.
You know, there was the Dancing with the Stars, and now taking that to Chicago is, I think, pretty incredible. And I don't know that that's been done before with a pairing.
Yeah, we're the first, I think, pairing from Dancing with the Stars to do a show together, which is just a huge honor and humbling. And it just felt like, I remember when we got Cell Block Tango for our song, it was a week that you had to select a song that had been used on previous seasons, and I remember seeing it on the list, and I was like, "That's so you, dude. We got to do that." And I wanted Argentine tango, like, 'cause we hadn't had that yet, and So then we got to pick it, and then you got to go audition, and it just all kind of naturally. I love that. I love when things just fall into place.
Are we going to have any surprises on Chicago now with the two of you together? I feel like people are going to be waiting. Can we say? Do we know?
Maybe some dancing.
We've
I don't
talked
know.
about throwing in some stuff. We have to
Yeah.
see if we're allowed to, but like
Yeah.
you know, we have ideas. We always have ideas.
Too many.
Too many.